our best new people, and then also Janine. Oh my goodness, she's a firecracker.
Oh, but I know Janine. Janine and I, Janine lives around the corner from me. We've known each other now for 2 years or more. Where'd you guys go? Disappeared. Where did you go?
No, we're here. Don't worry. We're here. Don't worry.
Our camera keeps doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
So,
Janine is amazing. Janine's more of a Peter than I am, though. But she's more of a best friend, isn't she? I think she
Yeah,
is a best friend.
she's like a very brilliant combination of the two.
Mm. She knows how to connect people together, and she's just, yeah, very definitely the best friend type.
She even like got me to like I wrote like I think like 10 emails yesterday just introducing her to like ex tribe mates, future tribe mates, and everyone else that I know, but just because like she asked. She found it somewhere and she was like, "Can I speak to these people?" I was like, "That is a stunning idea. You'll actually be able to help them so well." So it just goes to show if you look for those opportunities, you'll find them.
Yeah, we actually put her in touch with the HR wizard and
Oh, Teresa. Yeah.
Yeah.
and what is her name? It's, James and Lena Levinsky.
Yeah, from New
Oh,
York.
yes, Lena. Yeah, I haven't seen them for a while. And I put Janine in touch with Marlon a little while back. So
Beautiful.
I know they've been doing work together as well, which is fantastic.
And that's the way it should be.
Yeah, this doesn't work. So I think like that's what I kind of informed what I want to speak with you a bit more about today, Linda, because it's always so interesting. By the way, congratulations on that amazing article in Brains magazine. I have been marketing it everywhere. Like I created
Thank
like
you.
10 networking tips and it all links back to that
I've
article.
actually I've written 4 already. So, but I just realized I should use my network to expose it a bit more.
Yeah, especially if it's about networking.
Yeah.
The
So I
one
appreciate that. So I've written 3 that nobody's read,
We should get those.
Yeah, no, we'll
They're
get
all in
them.
a link. So that link to in the magazine, there's also a link to Linda's page, and that's where they all are.
I'll definitely go and fish them out.
Just so that everybody knows, that's where they all are.
I'll put the link for you guys in the comments if you want to go read Linda's articles. I love the one about the introverts and the networking.
It's so amazing. I got so many comments on that because, there's more introverts out there than you think.
And there's more people out there that like don't really know how to network than we think as well. Like I really think there's a big gap in the market for talking more about like how do you actually do it, because everyone's like, when I joined academia, basically all they did was they said like print this stack of business cards and come with me. Like what am I supposed to do from there, like somebody has to tell me.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, the conversation that we had on our last live session was how the different characteristics of the different characters or the networking personality types, how they all fit together, how they actually work with each other. And it's very important to have a balance of all of the networking types. One is not more important than the other. And just because you're loud and out there doesn't mean you're a better networker. It just means that you network differently. So,
Exactly.
So even those people that are shy, they're more than likely more strategic or more, and they are essential. So I think it's great. Even with your article, I think that would put it together really nicely.
I think
Yeah.
I can't remember if I wrote it before we had our conversation or after, but it could have been after, when I just realized, I should show people or tell people how I've done it, which is, I mean, the story really is about how I've done it.
Yeah.
If that works for you, then copy it, do the same thing.
Yeah, I think it's a good message to send to people out there that just because they're not like the life of the party, or just because they're not extremely vocal, They don't even have to be really out there. That they are still essential.
100%. And it's just the way you do it. So, I mean, it's easy for Nestine to reach out and just start a conversation with someone. It's not as easy for people that are introverts, and that, but you know, the methodology is just a little different. Instead, or someone like Janine, even, you know, I'll just phone people. It's fine. I don't mind.
Yeah. She's amazing.
You know, but the way I've learned to do it is to do that little bit of research. So the conversations I just had with two of the Explore ProTech people internationally is exactly, you know, I went straight to LinkedIn profile. I checked them out. But I checked them out in terms of what is their current position, where do they live, what do they say they're interested in, how long have they been with the current company, and what are the last couple of posts that they've posted. And then I've got a few notes, and I know there's sort of 3 topics that I can resonate with, and then start the conversation, a little bit of a check-in. How are you? How's it over there in Paris? Yeah, oh, it's nice here in Johannesburg, you know, and then it's like, oh, I see that you work for this company, or I see that you're interested in climate change, you know. Conversation starter. Let's start talking about one of those things. And then you've broken the ice both ways, and you're starting to talk about something that the other person's interested and you're interested in, because there's nothing worse than talking about something that you're not interested in. Personal opinion. You know, so if you start talking about, I don't know, the politics or Formula One,
You're like, oh, that is so exciting.
You just lost me straight away.
Like, I am so keen to have the rest of this conversation.
my husband's going, he quite likes the politics and the Formula One, you know, so he now knows that I'm not interested in talking about those things. But it goes both ways, you know, so the things that I might be really keen to talk about, but realize that the other person hasn't got a lot of knowledge or interest in it. So you want to, that's why I say you want to have those 3 topics that you may end up talking about family, because the person wants to talk about family, and that's fine for a while for me, but then I want to move off family and start talking business, you know. So you know a little bit about the family. How many kids? Oh, you got kids. Okay, that's lovely. Are you married? Yeah, sure. Okay, me too. Let's move. But I don't say let's move on. I don't say let's move on. It's like you just you just naturally sort of let that conversation sort of come to a point, and then you say, oh, I also saw on your profile, you know, and now you've changed the subject. And that then ends up you're not sort of aiming straight for let me see how I can do business with this person, let me see how I can sell to them, let me see how they can help me, but it just sort of naturally starts building some connections, you know. And I think you've talked about this before, Peter. It's like the neurons in your brain. Networking is a network. It's like I reach out to you for a conversation, but I don't know you, so there's no real link between us. But one topic creates, that we have in interest creates that link, and then the next topic that we have in interest creates another one. And then the third one. So now we have a much stronger connection between us. And it's very much like the neurons in your brain, that when 6 months down the line, there's something that I know that we could do business together, that my mind goes, there's a strong connection that I have with Peter, that now it's, it hasn't broken unless we don't keep connecting, and then it starts to get weak, and another strong connection takes over. But that's what networking is. So you first create those strands, and then you need to lubricate them. You need to oil them by not constant connection, because with all due respect, Nestine, the constant connection and also just what it can do is prevent you from seeing anything else and connecting to other things, because you've just got this one corridor full of one thing. So, I would say that with due respect. So, your emails to me come daily, and there's nothing wrong with that from your perspective. But I promise you, I don't read them straight away. They go into my weekly reading folder, and once a week, if you're lucky, I'll read all your emails at once.
And then you'll go like, oh, Christine, you got me a client in Switzerland and Slovenia and the US.
Yeah,
and
then I
packet.
start commenting and chatting and sort of creating, and then realizing, so it's a deliberate, intentional thing on my part. Then I'm going, oh, I need to have a conversation with that person, and I need to follow up with that one, and because I'm now in Explore ProTech mode,
Yeah.
and then I shift from Explore ProTech mode into BNI mode, and then I shift from BNI mode into Rotary mode, and then I shift back into my business mode. Obviously, that's got most of the time, and then back over. So I can't do this. Oh, look what's coming. Oh, look. Oh, something new.
Yeah.
So I actually really like.
I can't deal.
I actually really like that because there's so many different characters and networking personality types. Some people, if Nastine sends out, because we're sending out, Nastine is sending out constant emails.
Peter doesn't know how to open the email.
I don't even bother. It's not. So send me an email.
We noticed. So you and I, Peter, you and I are like that way exactly, because I don't see your comments on.
No, I put my finger on the pulse.
Mine are a little more frequent than yours, but not as frequent as Nestine, Stephen Westwood, Janine.
Yeah. So I mean, some people, Nastine will send a message. She sends
Leonie, they're like frequent.
Wow, Leonie is insane. I don't even know how she does it.
Leonie, like you're thinking of inviting her to a Zoom, so you typing the message and she's already on your Zoom, and you're like, how did you?
Freaky.
Where did you get the link? Oh no, she got it from.
She is always the first person to comment on every single Facebook post that I ever do.
I know. So she must be there. She must be there. So she must be living Explore ProTech, which is great. She's just living.
I think for a season, for a short season, it was essential for her to live Explore ProTech because of her surroundings and everyone around her. But she's become such a boss babe that the other day we were actually on a Zoom meeting, and she actually she cut the meeting short. She was like, if you don't mind, I'm actually very busy. Oh.
For her. Brilliant.
Which obviously that season will change.
It's nice that people can come and go as they please. I like that.
I also like that. I think it's that recognition, and that's what we're trying to share here today, aren't we? And the other week was we're trying to let the people know it's okay to not be the mighty mentee, or not to be the sniper, or not to be on WhatsApp or Facebook all the time. We're saying it's fine. You choose.
What works for you.
There's no wrong. It's what works for you. But be honest with yourself and do what works for you. Don't be pulled in to someone else's world if it's not right for you.
Yeah, I think what we've done is we've managed to create an environment that you can tackle it as fast-paced as you want to, and as medium-paced as you want to, and as slow as you want to. Mm-hmm. You take it at your own pace. And
like you said, right, it's kind of like, it's clear to see like the cycle. So even when like at one point, like me and Stephen Westwood were basically online like every single day, and it was magical. It was amazing for both of us. Like we got so much from it. But now he's also taken like a bit of a step back into his own business just for a bit. And like, I'm actually like really happy about that, because you need that balance. And I know we'll go through another cycle where we again like try to take over the whole world together and go on this whole tangent, and then we'll get the benefit of that again. But then there's like again a time where you're like, okay, that's cool, we did that, now let's, and I enjoy that actually. So I think I have the work ethic of a goldfish, or the attention span of a goldfish, because I like to work on like short projects. Yeah, like that. No, I do. I like to do short things, get them done, and then take a break. I
Right.
don't like, you
Oh,
know,
sorry.
working on something long
Long
term.
projects or
I
something.
just received a text message from the director of Finding Nemo.
Mm.
He was like, "You're both hired. You're both hired for the next reality show of Finding Dory." And there goes our camera.
Finding Linda.
Finding
no.
Linda.
What's happened to you? You know, I'd done that as a background before, the Finding Nemo background. I should find it for you. Where is it now?
I know. I remember. I think you did a Finding Linda. Was it a workshop?
Yeah.
Yeah, that is amazing. I love that. By the way, Linda, did you see like the stuff that we're doing now where we're listing like all our tribe members' books and stuff on the shop?
No. How are you? Okay.
You'll probably see that next week.
Okay.
You'll see it next week.
That is looking really, really, really cool. And so I want to encourage you to write your Finding Linda book so that we can list it.
Oh, right. So it's mainly books, is it?
Well, anything like books,
services.
courses, like any digital.
So Grant Senzani. He's joined, hasn't he?
No, I'm trying to get him to list his 3 books on there.
So Grant's got some amazing books. I've got one of his, and I think I actually wrote an intro to another one of his, but I haven't got that one. I've got the one that says "When the Golden Goose Doesn't Lay Eggs."
I bought all 3 ebooks.
Have you? Have you got?
Yeah.
And phone's ringing now. Shut up, phone. Okay, the phone shut up. But I'm going on his. He's got a workshop at the end of the month, and I said, listen. Or he said, listen to me. Maybe you should write a book. And I said, I don't know what to write a book on. So he said, well, why don't you come to my workshop? You could learn what to write.
Right.
I said, okay, I'll be there.
Amazing! So then we can have a little Finding Linda book.
It'll be something. I don't know what yet, but
that'll be really cool. Yeah, because we're trying to get like at least one thing of each of our tribe members like listed on there.
Okay.
I'm gonna see if I can show you.
It just creates such a nice environment of I can sell your product, you can sell mine, we can all recommend each other's products, they're all listed, they're all there, they're all in the shop. We all generally share each other's content most of the time anyway.
Yeah.
We might as well do it properly.
Yeah, so this is like, for example, Steven's one. And then the nice thing is, as soon as I list it on the shop, like it gets an affiliate link. So then whenever you go into the affiliate program, like for the Global Online Speed Networking tickets, now you can also get a link in the program for Steven's book. So then if you blog about something and you mention his book, or you talk about something, or you talk to someone and you're mentioning the book, you can just give them the link and then you get 25% commission on every time the book sells.
Okay. That's
So
interesting.
basically, like we're trying to, like we all supposed, so networking groups are supposed to work like a marketing department, right?
Right.
So we're just trying to kind of formalize that with the affiliate links behind all the products. So because then it's incentivized as well.
Okay, yeah, I still don't get affiliate stuff, but I'll get it eventually. You'll teach me.
I'll show you an example. It's actually shocking how like many people in the tribe don't get it. It's fine. So this one, for example, like I write my little story, right? And by the way, thank you so much for all your nice comments on my stuff. It's always so nice to open it up and check it out. Because I get notified on our app, like as soon as you like make the comment.
Yes.
Really, really
Yeah.
nice.
No, I always try and do that for you.
Oh, thank
Even
you.
if it's a week later.
So for example, in here, like for some reason I was talking about his book. And then now, instead of just like talking about the book and not, it can't go anywhere, then someone has to go to Google and Google the book if they want to get it. Like I just put my affiliate link behind it, and this takes them straight to where they can buy the book. This one is for Amazon, so they can buy it here. Whenever they buy it, I get commission on them buying it. So this blog obviously stays up here forever. Whenever people find it and read it and decide that they maybe want to buy the book, I get commission. So it's like a commission for referrals.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
So yeah, it does. But
What do
I
you
don't
think
know.
about
I just
that?
have to do it, eh?
Well, you don't have to. I just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Like, since we're talking networking and tribe and networks anyway, like, what do you think about the incentivized kind of, because it structures it a bit, but it also
Yeah.
adds incentive. I
Okay.
don't.
So I mean, I will answer that question with my thoughts. Maybe I'm a little old school or rather slow or whatever, but I don't really believe in incentives for sharing other people's stuff, So I have not gone that route to say,
Mm,
you refer a client to me, I'll give you a referral fee or some associate fee. I feel like you should refer the client because they need a business coach like me,
Mm.
not so that you're getting something out of it, other than, a warm, happy feeling. So it could, I do feel it's not really essential to offer the incentive to referral partners. But it is a very personal opinion, so I don't really want to do it myself. And therefore, I think my mind is set on not really doing it for others. So if I'm sharing something, I'm sharing it because it has value. And if I share it directly with someone, it's because I believe it has value for them. So it's not what's in it for me. And it comes from, I think it comes from this, within BNI, we have the giver's gain principle, that what you give out there in the world does not necessarily get returned to you immediately, in the sense of, now I get a affiliate fee, but that you give these referrals, and at some point, the world will give it back to you. That the universe works in that way. So yeah, it may be that I just have a mental block about it. I'm never say never and all that kind of thing. But personally, yeah, I don't want to do it myself, and I think that's what's preventing me from, like, catching on with the rest of the world.
Yeah,
But it's each individual
yeah.
um,
I
has
think
their way of doing things. To me, it's yeah. I just it's something about it that makes me not feel like it's the right thing to do.
yeah, I actually totally get that, Linda. Like, I'm so glad you brought that up because I feel like exactly the same in a sense. So me and Peter always turn down, like when we meet Peter, when we meet Peters from out the tribe. When we meet people from outside of the tribe and they try
Yeah.
to make like a deal with us, like, we'll, you sell this product to all of your tribe members, then we will pay you this
Oh,
much. We always turn it down. Like, we're like, if I don't know you and I can't trust you and I haven't experienced it, then I'm not going to refer you to
yeah, to
like
anyone.
everyone. Like, even if I knew you and I like understood what your value was
Yeah,
about, I'm only going to refer you to people that's actually going to benefit from that.
mm.
yeah.
But sorry, I just want to fix the camera quickly. So
You just went blank again.
yeah,
Yeah. You back?
We're
back.
back.
Yes, okay, thank goodness. Yeah. So we've like even in the accounting, because you work so hard to have those relationships with your referral partners and your clients, right? If you now turn into a salesperson and try to sell me like insurance because you're gonna benefit from it, like I'm not there. Like I don't like that.
Mm.
At the same time, I've kind of so this is not supposed to be that. This is like what I really hope, and I really hope that this doesn't like end up being that in our tribe, because then it will just like have to be go away, because like we're not about selling each other or selling each other anything that you don't need. But
Mm.
I think this is just another attempt, I guess, from our side to get the people to refer more and be like, Linda's workshop is coming up on Friday. Like, I might as well, like, I can, let's put it this way, I can afford to spend an hour just marketing Linda's workshop now, because I know for a fact, like, I'm going to make like this small commission from it. And I know for a fact that when my workshop is coming up, Linda's probably going to do the same, because she's going to make that commission right back. So I'm hoping that that is what this turns out to be, which is why we also like not listing like all just like random stuff on there. It will be only tribe members stuff, only things that we feel are relevant. And we'll definitely, what we actually need to do is talk to the rest of the tribe about how to use
And
these
how they,
affiliates.
yeah, I think how they feel about it. So if you've got the right, I guess if you've got the right intentions,
Hmm.
um,
Yeah,
and
I think with
behind it, but I still feel, and this is me as a business coach, that when you have a business, it's a core business, that is what you should focus on. So if your core
hmm,
business is, I don't know, making jewelry, for example, then that is what you focus on. To now spend, and let's say you're making a lot of jewelry for a lot of clients, so now your time is limited. So it's not, so it depends on where you are. If you've got loads of time, then of course you can join this affiliate mechanism and say, oh, I can make a bit of commission here and a bit of here because I've got time to do it. But assume that you don't have time. You've
hmm,
built this business, and this is your passion, and this is what you're doing now for primary source of income. It really should be what you spend way more than like 50% of your time doing,
hmm,
actually making jewelry, actually promoting your jewelry sales, actually, doing demos or whatever, and creating pieces, and not doing something that is not your primary core business, i.e., selling and marketing
Yeah.
somebody
hmm,
else's products and services to get a small commission. So it's all a trade-off. Do you that because that's a source of income to supplement you while you build up your primary business. But when you've built up your primary business, you have to let go of those other activities. Does it make
hmm.
sense what I'm saying? So
Um,
I
A
think
lot.
in our tribe, 60-70%, maybe higher, of people who are new to business. They've come out of business life, corporate. The word hustle gets used quite a bit. So they trying to generate revenue from as
hmm,
many different sources as they can. Affiliate income is one of those potential sources. So I get it. I get it. But in the long run, when your primary source of income becomes stronger and your time becomes limited, you're going to have to let go of those things. So, um, for me, I'm not in that space where I have so much time available to market everything else. I have to spend more time
hmm,
on the primary functions. So we've got a mixture of people. I think the vast majority are able to do that, but there will be people like me who are not able to spend time and effort on
yeah,
that. It's a trade-off, as I say, so to make a few hundred rand on marketing and doing all the side stuff when I should be doing a coaching program which can earn me more revenue, that's where I'm going to focus
Yeah.
my attention.
I think from our side, our intention behind this is not to create a scenario where somebody goes, "Oh, I can actually make money by selling everybody else's stuff." That's not. That's.
Well, it'd be great if someone wanted to join the tribe and do that full time.
Well,
Yes, if it's a full-time
yeah, no,
position.
but the reality is that we have a tribe. We have a tribe of people, and within that tribe, we have people that have services, we have people that have products, we have people that have books. Marketing is expensive. Learning how to market yourself is not the easiest thing on the face of the planet. We as a tribe already share each other's content, and we already share Stephen's book. I mean, even if there was no commission, it wouldn't matter. We share that content because it's valuable.
Exactly. I'm not even bothered by a
But,
commission.
but
I'm going to do it.
what we've done,
Whatever.
and we look at it from two different perspectives. What we've done is we've created a shop, which is an area where people can actually put their products, and everybody else in the tribe that is sharing. It's not an incentive to share it. It's when they share it, so it's actually it's not from the person doing the marketing side. It's actually from the person whose product it is. So
Okay, so it's more like they're saying thank you.
yes,
I could give you a
yes.
pen, but you've got loads of pens, so I'll rather just give you 50 Rand and it's more like
Well,
that.
like the conversation with Stephen Westwood in regards to his book, we put the book there, and he wouldn't have felt comfortable putting the book there with so many people promoting his book without dropping a little something to say, hey, thank you.
Thank you. Well, if we
Yeah,
look at it like that, and if that's understood, then that makes more sense to me, that it's more, as you say, the person providing or selling the product saying thank you to my fellow tribe members, but it shouldn't be an
it's not an
expectation.
no. It's not an expectation.
It's just another link that links us all together.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, we are a tribe, and we're spreading wealth. We're generating, spreading finances between all of us.
What I am actually like really hoping, so like I really don't, that's actually really great that we're having this conversation, Linda, because what I really hope does not happen is that people take their core businesses and now just start blogging, because that is not what we want. But what I'm hoping is that people that blog already or that create content already can still do that, but like instead of just doing that for marketing sake, now they have a link where if they do talk about someone else in their thing anyway, they can put it in there and it becomes evergreen content for the rest of your life as long as that link stays active. Whenever someone reads it and clicks on it, it's not a forced thing, but whenever someone reads it and clicks on it, you'll get like a thank you, like a 50 Rand or whatever.
Yeah, I like that. I know it's the same thing, but it's the
mentality behind it.
and the message that makes all the difference in the world. So when I won't do it in the expectation of earning income, but if 100 Rand just pops into my bank account, then I'm going, oh, that's nice.
Yes. Yeah. It is nice.
And if it happened
thank you from whoever. Yeah.
If it happened to be like an article that you wrote for TED or like the magazine or whatever, and that 100 Rand happened to come like every 10 days instead of just once.
Yeah.
That would be a really nice thank you.
It would be a very nice thank you.
We can all earn some passive income. I'm just so over the moon for passive income.
I'm an analytic, hey guys. That's why.
I know. That's why I love you. I am learning to love you, Linda.
I'm never going to just take something. Well, not never. Never is a strong word. Most of the time, I'm not going to take something at face value and go, I'm in. I'll do it. I'm going to do it.
I know. Which is why I know when Linda's in,
most of the time.
That means like Linda is in.
Well,
so it is a strength from my part because I deliberate. I'm going to think things through. I'm going to ask the questions, and then when I'm satisfied with the answer, so I'm not saying no outright, but when I'm satisfied with the answer, then I take an intentional step or a decision. and then I'm in, then I'm all in, so there's no doubt, there's no, or maybe not. It's like I've taken time to get to the decision, but when I've made it, it's clear for
Yeah.
me that then I'm all in. So take, for example, Explore ProTech. So go back, 8 months ago, I get a message in LinkedIn from Nestine Botha saying, come join us at this global speed networking event. I thought, that sounds interesting, so it caught my attention. That
You
sounds
asked me
interesting.
so many questions, Linda.
But I asked you all those questions. Yeah, I said, no, but how many people are going to be there? How often have you done this before? What's the sort of expectation of numbers? Blah, blah, blah. I ask you all these questions before I commit to it. Yeah. And then what was beautiful about you, Nestine, is that you answered very quickly. And I knew then that I'm not dealing with a robot, I'm dealing with a real person,
Yeah,
because
I'm the
you
robot.
opened up with, I love you, you ask really cool questions. And then I know that I'm not dealing with a robot, I'm dealing with this South African young South African person who's gone, I'm trying to reach people who are interested in networking. And then it didn't take me long to make a decision after that. So it was a short time frame, but you answered correctly, but I was not going to just click on the button and go, oh yeah,
Yeah.
let me go see what this is.
If memory,
Asking
if
some
memory
questions.
if memory serves me correctly, Linda, you were at our first event, were you not?
September, yeah, if that was the
And you
first.
and you watched us fumble and
Stumble.
stumble.
Lock ourselves out of our own networking rooms.
Yeah, and
And-
you only had, I don't know,
have our event go
15 people or
sideways.
something.
Now, have the event go sideways.
And you still signed up. What's wrong with you?
But yet at the same time, we actually had a blast.
Yeah, we
We
did.
actually had
Well,
a
I
good time.
came back. Yeah, I came back for that reason, because when I came to the training that you did, and I thought the training was really good. And then I prepared my elevator pitch, or what do we call it now? The name for
Connect
it
and
now.
captivate.
Yeah. And I went with the whole P with Glee thing for the very first time. I'd never done that before. And I thought, you've got to come across, you've got to captivate, hey, in your words, Peter. You've got to catch someone's attention. You can't be like, hi, I'm Linda Dent. I'm a business coach. I help people to reach their goals. It's like, that's not captivating. So I went with the whole P with Glee thing. I put on my smiley face, and obviously it worked. And people went, oh, she's funny. She's interesting. I want to connect with her. And so I got the response that I was looking for. And then I thought, I like these people as well. These people seem nice. And then I came back the second month and so on, and you just meet amazing people. And it got better, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It could only get better from there, really.
But look at the two different character types, right? If you had started running that event, you would have surgically diagnosed every little aspect of it until you knew for 100% sure that the event was going to run exactly the way you think
it would have been better. Yeah.
Whereas Nestine was like, hey, let's do this next week.
Peter's like, sure, let's do
Sure.
it.
And I'm the kind of person that, yes, I may be the Zoom sniper
Funny.
character, but I do things off the cuff.
Right.
I can jump into a meeting without even knowing why I'm meeting in the first place. It's just
Linda's gonna have a heart
it's
attack.
just one of those. It's just one of those things. So literally, that's
Look,
how
I can
we
do it
stepped
more.
into our
I can
first
do it. I can be spontaneous, Nestine, once in a while. Every now and then I can be spontaneous, but not often.
Okay, got it. And then again, usually, actually, it's very interesting. Explain this to me. Usually when someone, when we're in these, discussions and whatever, and someone starts to play with the filter, it's always you.
Mm.
That is so fun. I don't get that. Grow, learn, empower, enjoy.
It's the E. It's the last E.
I like that.
Just, because, you know, I am serious. I am focused. I am driven. I'm that person, and I've been called aloof and unapproachable in my past life, in my career. And when I, you know, and more than once, so the first time I thought maybe someone's just got it in for me, but more than once those words came up in assessments. And I thought, and it occurred to me that maybe I am aloof and unapproachable. So there's some,
Here's a really
you know,
good
so
question.
there's some sort of adaptation, some being more than just what I'm described to be. And it really, since I've become a business owner, so since I've left the banking world and started this journey, I've learned to be, and I call it more, to be more gleeful. You know, so this gleeful thing came up because I realized, yeah, I'm being serious. I'm such a serious person. I plan everything. You know, everything is determined, and I don't have the kind. And I look back. I used to have more fun when I was sort of in my 20s. But you've had this discussion before. I used to drink more alcohol, so it made me more fun. You know, dance on tables and do dancing and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, and I realized I've just become really, really serious, and that's not what I want to be
Well,
now, you know. So while I'm serious, and while that is my personality, and while focus and planning and being driven is what makes me me, I remind myself via this glee jar that I can have a little bit of fun. And so when I'm in the networking sessions, um, I'm often talking about glee because you ask about it or someone asks about it, and then that just triggers that, you know, it's time for a little nonsense, a little quirkiness, a little let the hair down stuff, and then that's when
I,
when these things happen.
I love
I actually
that.
think that what you could do is replace the words serious and aloof with calculating,
Yeah.
because
I love it.
the people that may have mentioned that they consider you aloof or serious, in all seriousness, where are they now?
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
no. Yeah, they're not around. People don't believe me that that's my natural thing is to be serious. You know.
Um, I, Actually, I don't see you as serious.
No, because because meow.
I love it.
I think from my perspective, I actually don't see you as serious. I see you as
Oh, but okay.
extremely
But
calculating.
you need to live with me, Peter. If you live with me, you'll see how
I see you as very fun, actually. When I think of you, I'm like, yes, you can be very calculating and planning and everything, but I see that as like a strength that
But
comes out sometimes. But like when I think
let
of you,
me
I think of fun,
but
Linda.
let me tell you, Nestine, it's I'm probably reflecting you. So your energy is bouncing out the screen at me, and I'm reflecting it back at you without even realizing it. And this happens if you're speaking to someone who's very dull and lecturing you on some topic, or you're watching something. Don't you find that you start being drained of energy? You
Well,
know,
yeah, usually I try to put the screen off and like disappear quietly.
I mean, maybe I drain you. Maybe I
yeah,
drain you of energy sometimes because I'm not quite as bouncy as some of the other guys. So I think I reflect more
mm.
because I realize, you know, that
which is
you need
also
to be more. You
which
need
is
to be
also a
more.
part of being calculating.
So,
Yeah.
Linda, you're a fun person. Like, I'm not gonna believe you. I think you're a fun person.
Yeah. Okay.
But, but there it is, right?
Good.
If so, you know, say for instance, one of your clients actually need you to be serious and calculating because that's what they need from you in order
That's
for
what
them.
they need. Yeah.
That's what they need. Um, oh, there's a serious look.
Sorry.
You look like an attorney.
We'll stop
Love
playing. We'll stop playing.
it.
Any minute now, I'll stop playing.
I love it. That goes with your outfit.
Oh, this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does actually.
I love it. Oh,
You're a
awesome.
bunny. A pink bunny.
I think it's important to sometimes have fun like this.
Sorry, Peter, you were being serious and we were just playing around here. What did you say?
No, I'm just thinking about how valuable it actually is.
People must be who they are, I guess, you know, and there's been a lot of times in my life, you know, where I've tried to be what somebody else wants me to be. And you can never maintain it. You can't keep up that pretense.
No.
So, but there's also, you don't have to be, you don't have to be what other people expect of you. So maybe people expected me to be serious because I was, and then I think on myself that that's what I need to be. But it's fine to have fun, and that's what I love most about the Explore ProTech Entrepreneurial Haven. It is what I love most, is the fact that I can have a little bit of fun with some really, really nice people. You know, that I'm learning from every day, that I also have the opportunity to share and teach every day, and that together we are growing into something amazing. It really is a beautiful thing to be a part of, and I'm very grateful that you reached out to me back
Well,
in.
Thank you, Linda. We love you so much. Thank you.
I think we're grateful because,
We have a Linda.
well, yes, we have a Linda, but at the same time, Linda brings balance. The same as Karen is the opposite, yet she brings balance too. Yet
Yes.
Stephen is completely different, yet he brings balance too.
That's
I'm
right.
completely different, and Stephen's different, and yet we all balance each other. And then you can take it a step further. I mean, my networking character was the Zoom sniper. So was yours, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, you're very good.
But yet we are also very different, because I will do things with the cuff and you will be more calculating.
Correct.
And yet it's still more balance.
Yes.
It's brilliant.
Yeah, it's mind blowing. Hey, all these little differences is what it's what makes people human, and it's what makes us a society. But the one thing that we all have in common is that we want something better for all the other people as well as ourselves. So it's not political, it's not driven by greed, it's not driven by power. You know, so you guys don't sit there going, right, we're in charge, everyone must do it our way. Do you know?
Only every now and then.
No, most of the time we're like, you guys figure it out yet?
only every now and then I will put my finger down and go, okay, that's enough.
But that's just bringing the balance back again, like you say. I think it's a really good way to describe it. So, you'll never have perfect balance. It's like, you know, when you talk about work-life balance, you will never have perfect work-life balance. What you're doing all the time, you've got balls that you're juggling, but instead of juggling, you're bringing them into a kind of alignment. So one ball will be a bit higher today, and then this one will be a bit higher tomorrow. And I think the tribe is like shifting like this. It's like a sea or something, you know, it's shifting up and then it's shifting down, and then it's up and then it's down. And then maybe there's a real up, and then you need to step in and say, and me, and we say, let's just bring it down again a bit, you know, and then we can carry on
that's
this journey.
That's the balance.
Yeah. But you'll never be perfect. You can never aim for absolutely straight balance.
Perfect is boring though. So
yeah,
we don't
There's
want
no challenge there, is there? So
challenge,
somebody's got to come in and shake things up a bit, one way or the other.
We look at Stephen Levy and Karen Krief. They are
a match made in
opposite
heaven
as it gets. To the point where if they're having a conversation, then Karen will have to tone herself down and Stephen will have to tone himself up, and then they can have a conversation on that level.
Yeah. No, you have to. And Wolfgang, you know, Wolfgang and I, absolute opposites in every possible way imaginable.
But Linda, did you know who Wolf said, like Peter asked him the other day, who was he the most like grateful for like meeting on the ProTech tribe? He said Linda Dent.
There you have it.
But it goes both ways, because I'm also grateful for meeting him, because he brings such a different way of thinking that I'm, just not exposed to. And so yes, we bring that balance because we're absolute opposites, in every possible way. We are opposites. I'm thinking, he's feeling, I'm he's intuitive, I'm down to earth. He's up here in the sky and I'm right on the earth. It's like, he's the ideas, creative type. I'm the practical, mature, focused type. But and he's male and I'm female, and it's all. But there's so many differences, and yet we have the best conversations.
Yeah.
Wolf and I have had many conversations, and we have the best conversations.
And the funny thing is that
Great.
Referral wise, like between yourself and the Wolf, because there are aspects of how you would approach something and aspects of how he would approach something. If you had to put a client in between, there's an element of, I can do it from this aspect, but in regards to this, you actually need to go to Linda. Or Linda has a client and, actually, you know what? But in regards to this particular part of this, you actually need to go to the Wolf, which is something that Karen and Stephen do.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, exactly what you're saying, probably the biggest objective I have for being part of this networking group is to build a series of connections that when I'm working with a future client, I do the coaching, but I'm asking the questions, I'm uncovering the need and the challenge, and then this is how I visualize it. I visualize myself sitting there going, well, let's say you want to work on strategy, then I've got the perfect person to bring in to work with me and you to build your engagement. You need employee engagement. Your people are not productive. We've uncovered this problem, and we need to figure out why they're not productive, because if they're more productive, you'll generate more profitability, and that's good for everyone. So why are they not? What do we need to do? Maybe we need to do a climate survey. We need to figure out, do they have the tools? Do they have the training? Are the people in the right jobs? Have they got issues at home? Is there a good culture? And that raises a whole bunch of things. I'm not the expert in those things. So what do? I call in a variety of people. I might call in Karen and say, Karen, come and help the people to understand what their fascinating difference is, because they can have debates and discussions. I might call in Teresa from Canada to say, come, you need to come in and help these people with just their HR sort of hiring, recruitment policies, etc. Or it might be some team building, values driven base camp thing that Stephen must come in and help us to figure out, like, what's base camp and where's Everest for you. I do a bit of that, but to mix a couple of people together and collaborate in a team day or a strategy building session is where I see the future. It's not just Linda and I try and do everything myself, because I can't do everything myself. That's ridiculous. So I want to be able just to call on people from all the networks from around the world to say, come and help me and my client do the following.
Well,
I love that so much, Linda.
Think about it this way, because we've been on the opposite end of that. So we've created this platform. We have amazing people on the platform, like yourself, Linda, and Stephen, and Karen, and through this process, we've actually been coached by almost every coach on the platform.
Oh yeah,
amazing.
So we can actually.
You've got a great business model. You get all of this for free.
You get all the coaching. So from our perspective, we have been coached by Linda. We have been coached by Stephen Levy. We've been coached by Stephen Westwood, by Karen, by the Wolf. We've been and even the people that join us that aren't coaches have a
And
perspective.
Marlon,
We've learned,
hey,
and
they've,
Marlon,
yeah.
on it's been, and we have actually been becoming successful, and we are growing. So if we've grown through that process, it's such a powerful thing. The way that you're bringing it across is because we now have access to all of those coaches, and when we see other people, in our minds, we're like, oh, you need a Linda, Stephen, Karen.
I see.
But like, call
Yes.
us in 2 weeks when your life is changed.
Yeah. No, I see that's what you're doing, and it's amazing. So, that's I mean, you're doing it quite early in the process. My description was talking a bit further down the line because
Yeah.
as a coach, I can cover most things up to a point. So, I can be working with someone for 2 years and I can cover most of the elements. I can do the vision and the financial plan and the marketing and the USP and your tracking and measuring results and employee engagement, and I can cover most of it at a reasonable level. But there comes a time in the growth of a company, and that's the bottom line here. All the people that I'm meeting with you guys they're going to grow. They're going to grow beyond being individuals. They're going to get people that they're going to build teams. They're going to expand. They're going to scale. If you're Marlon, you're going to end up being global. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm saying those clients, if they're mine, I'm going to then start pulling in all of you in the long run,
Yeah.
whoever is the best option at that time as
And,
well. So
and
there's a bit of getting people out of the creation phase of business and out of the chaos, which is where a lot of the members are.
Yeah.
But I also like the idea of taking them beyond the control phase, so it's like you get to control, which means you are covering your costs, you are drawing money out that is you are comfortable with, you have processes and systems and procedures in place, and now you are ready to scale. And it's that scaling process, and too many people want to scale too fast, I think. So
Yeah.
you need to get to a platform with a foundation and then move, and then you stay, right, do I want to just stay on this platform? Because some people like that, it's comfortable,
Yeah.
it's nice. We'll stay on the platform. Or do you have big dreams? And if you have big dreams, then how fast do you want to get there? Where is it? And what steps do you need to get there? And so there's completely new challenges now at that stage, 2 or 3 years into business, than you had at the beginning.
Yeah.
Completely new challenges. And even when you've gone 4 or 5 years, there's a new set of challenges. And when you get the end of your journey and you're saying, I want to sell this business, there's another set of challenges.
yeah.
So, that, and I like that. I want to be on those journeys with as many people as possible, including my own journey, because that's fun for me.
Yeah.
You have a
That's
grand vision, Linda, and I am
awesome. That's
so
my
looking
grand vision,
forward.
Well, something I like about your grand vision is that the people that you are looking to draw towards yourself, you're actually building relationship with. So when it gets time to actually, this is the person that I'm going to refer for this, or this is the person that I'm going to bring in to work with me for that, you're doing it based on a relationship.
100%.
That's
Absolutely the only
that.
way, to this client, I am going to introduce you to my trusted relationship partner that I've known for 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 5 years. They will solve your
Yeah.
problem, help you do this.
Yeah.
Guaranteed. I will
mean-
guarantee it. It's not
if we
some random person that's done a quote. When people ask
no,
for
no,
quotes, I don't, we mustn't be in that position. If someone says, I'm getting 3 quotes, I won't even bother quoting. It's like, no, no, no. You need to make a decision. And I'm fine either way. If you don't feel any connection to me or my approach is too abrasive or something, fine. It's fine. Go work with someone else.
Well, I mean,
But
if we think about it, We do a lot of recommendations to new people that are joining the tribe and people that are just curious about what the tribe is about. We do those recommendations saying you should reach out to this person and reach out to that person. But we do that based on the relationships that we have.
I've noticed, yeah. No, I
And
noticed that. You don't
we
just
have
put,
those,
yeah.
we have those relationships to a degree where in business, I know that if somebody has a particular problem and I recommend Stephen Levy, I know he's going to get to the
Correct.
root of that problem and he's going to solve it.
Correct.
I know for a fact that if somebody is battling in something that is more strategic and needs a little bit more planning, and I recommend Linda Dent, I know that that person is in the right hands because that's
Yeah.
where they're meant to be. If they're having communication issues and I recommend Karen, I know for a fact she's going to get them to a point where they can understand each other and communicate.
Yeah.
So these are all based on relationships that we've all developed with each other. It is
Correct.
the only way.
I'm absolutely believe in that. There isn't, I don't want to bother Googling anyone in the future. I'm not ever going to
We don't
Google
need
Yeah,
to.
I Google.
any
I
service that I
Google. I don't
require. I'm
Google.
going to use my network. And
Yes.
2.5 years ago, I had no network. I only knew banking people and my family, and I had 3 friends. That's it. 3 friends, a small family, and all the banking people. I thought to myself when I started my business, I don't know anybody. I really don't know anybody. How am I going to survive? How am I going to find clients, number one, if I don't put myself out there and start networking? And that's one of the first things I did was to start networking. And I'm a huge, huge believer that it works really well for any industry, for any kind of business.
Linda, 1 year ago, I had no network.
Yeah, you just
Now
didn't
I'm one of the
accountants.
most, and now I'm one of the most highly connected entrepreneurs in the world. Thank you, Peter. I know everyone. I'm like, what problem do you have? I probably know a person.
Isn't it
Personally,
wonderful?
like I
It's
can
so
call them.
amazing.
Yeah,
So
It's
amazing.
amazing.
I mean,
It's not just people that I'm like, I've spoken to them once. It's like I can call them. I can get them on WhatsApp now if you need them now.
Mm,
Like it's amazing.
mm.
But Linda, we are already like 13 minutes late for
Oh,
our next
oh, jeez.
meeting.
Whoops.
But I didn't want to stop this because it's been so freaking amazing. It's been like a stunning, stunning conversation. I'm sure like everyone on Facebook and YouTube like got so much value from this. I still have goosebumps.
Well, I think if we had to break it down, that what we've learned from this particular session is that keep it about the relationships. Always network as yourself. Never try to be anybody else. You as a person are needed. It's not a question of are you this type or are you that type. There needs to be a balance. All of us can fit into networking in one way, shape, or form or another. So if you're in business, if you're an entrepreneur, give it a
you
shot.
belong. You
Give it
belong.
a
Yeah.
Can't go wrong. Just
No.
have fun, and be yourself.
And if you have more questions about anything, ask Linda Dent. I already put her link for you guys in the description.
As in, just ask Linda.
Just
Yeah.
ask Linda.
Love it, Linda. We will chat more next week if you're good. That'll be amazing.
I think so. I'm sure I can make it. Yeah.
Yay!
You don't had enough of me. You haven't had enough of me yet, Nestine.
We,
I am actually learning to love you, Linda.
We seek balance.
I love it a lot.
we seek balance, Yoda.
Yes. You're like Obi-Wan Kenobi. So I saw that Star Wars post. I saw it.
I'm actually gonna you're like a week ahead. Next week I'm introducing Obi-Wan Linda, you know?
Amazing. Brilliant. Okay. So guys, next week we are speaking to Obi-Wan Linda.
OBL.
Yeah, we'll
Kenobi,
figure it out.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
Okay.
We'll come up with a better term, yeah. But something like that, because I'm using the Star Wars reference in all of my marketing moments for the next 12
Well,
weeks in BNI, and then I post it onto LinkedIn.
Well, then do yourself a favor, and before you go there, watch the movie Spaceballs.
No.
I've seen it. see
Guys, on that note, thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, Facebook. Thank you, YouTube. We will see you again next week with this incredible Zoom